Call the Senator Sam Lotu-Iiga.
Thanks, Mr Speaker. I rise in the second reading to support this bill, the Copyright Infringing File Sharing Amendment Bill. And, Mr Speaker, before I talk to the specific sections of the bill, I just want to remind the previous speaker a little bit about the history of the bill, because the original Section 92A passed by the Labor government, led by the Honourable Judith Tizard, actually caused such an outcry from opponents and industry stakeholders that it raised serious concerns. And I wasn't in Parliament to support this, sir, but I know that Judith Tizard pushed this bill through, and as a result, our national-led government has not brought in Section 92A. We've actually said, there were a number of industry people who were against it. There was a blackout campaign which drew international support against the Labor legislation. And so it's rich, sir, that the previous speaker comes to this House and says that she grudgingly has accepted this bill, because we did a lot of hard work on this bill. And there is a lot of consultation with various stakeholders within the industry. And what has come about, I believe, is a firm but fair compromise. So, sir, it is about making the legislation more workable and effective. And it does discourage illegal file sharing and provides more effective measures in order to protect our creative industries, enforce their copyrights, in not just the Copyright Tribunal, but in the District Court. So what does it do? As the Minister pointed out, the three-notice regime includes ISPs sending warning notices to customers, informing them that they have infringed copyright. Now, part of that regime is about warnings, but part of it is also about education, because a number of surveys have shown that people that file share don't actually understand that they're breaking the law. They don't. And so part of the notice regime is to educate those people. Many of them are young, but I wouldn't totally blame young users of the internet for transgressing the laws, because I think people across the board are part of that, part of the part of society that actually breaks the law. But what it does is the Tribunal can award up to $15,000 in penalties based on the damages. But, sir, the suspension regime, which is part of this bill, can be brought in by order in council. And I think what's important here, sir, is that the government will work with stakeholders to monitor and review the situation. We will monitor and review the situation, and if suspension is deemed to be the appropriate measure based on the facts over time after a review, then that is what will happen. But, sir, suffice to say that we need to monitor the situation. The Ministry of Economic Development will work with various stakeholders, and including the member opposite who said that she was none too happy about the result of this bill. But I thought at the end of the day all parties were happy, and that a fair and balanced process to deal with online copyright infringements has come about. And, sir, it is a good bill. I think it will be effective and workable in the long run. And stakeholders, certainly those that have come to me, both personally and on the committee, are happy with the situation, and it will be reviewed and monitored going forward. So I support this bill to the House.
The Honourable Steve